Here's the application guide to restore your wood floor with Finitec products. If your wood floor has lost its luster, shows signs of natural wear and accumulation of dirt, you will be able to give it a new life by following this guide. The restoration of a wood floor includes 6 simple steps. First, remove all furniture, carpets, and other items that can be in the way during the application. Then, vacuum in depth over the entire surface. Use Finitec surface preparation to remove oily and greasy residues on the floor, making it easier to sand after. Pour a small amount of surface preparation on the floor. Soak the Finitec applicator and spread the liquid. Work on a section of about 50 square feet at a time. Then, let the product sit for 5 minutes. Remove residues using wrung damp cloth or a floor mop. Allow the floor to dry before moving on to the next step. You now need to roughen the surface with a 120 grit sandpaper. Begin with the room perimeter. Then, using a sanding block, sand the entire floor. Follow the direction of the floor planks. A more aggressive sanding is required for pre-finished manufactured floor. It is also possible to use a floor polisher available at most tools rental centers. You will need a white polishing pad and a 120 grit sanding disc. Ensure you have removed all luster on the floor. Then, remove the dust with a vacuum, followed by a wrung damp cloth or floor mop. Before starting the application, it is very important to mix the finish. Use a clean stick to obtain a homogeneous mix. Then stir vigorously, respecting the time indicated on the label of the product. Wait for about 10 minutes to allow bubbles to break. Start the application using a 3-inch brush for the perimeter of the room. Then, use a new and clean applicator. It is recommended to rinse the applicator with water before starting. Pour a line of about 4 inches wide along the wall and in the same direction of the planks. Soak the applicator and spread the finish using a 45-degree angle to bring the extra finish towards you. Near the perpendicular wall, do not lift the applicator. Instead, continue the movement in the opposite direction over a distance of about 12 inches. Overlap the finished section by about 4 inches. Before continuing the other way, level by lifting the applicator at the end of the movement. Continue over the entire surface. When you reach the last section to be finished, you will be in the opposite direction of the planks. Remember to smooth out the ridges in the direction of the floor. Remove excess by soaking the applicator in the finish. Terminate the application by smoothing gently the streaks. For optimal results, the finish should look wet after the application. Respect the recommended drying time between coats of at least 2 hours. The time may vary depending on the product, temperature, and humidity. After this time, the finish is ready for the application of a second coat. Before applying the second coat, you must sand the floor with a 180 grit sandpaper. This step ensures the good adhesion of the finish. Then vacuum the floor completely before applying the second coat. Apply the finish, following the same instructions as for the first coat. For an optimal restoration, it is recommended to apply 2 coats of finish. In the case of a floor that was completely sanded to bare wood, it is recommended to apply 3 or 4 coats of finish. Once the work is completed, take the time to add protective felt pads under the legs of your furniture. You need to respect the maturation time indicated on the product label. Put the furniture back into place at least 24 hours after the application, depending on the product you have used. Do not drag the furniture on the floor. The choice of a finish and of the gloss level will depend on your preferences and the result you are looking for. For this application, we use the Finitec 6000 Semi-Gloss. Here's a reminder of the steps to follow. Remove furniture, vacuum, surface preparation, sanding, finishing, the application of the second coat. You will need the following materials for your project. To ensure the beauty of your floor over time, use appropriate cleaning products specifically designed for that purpose. Finitec product range, proudly made in Canada, can help you keep the elegant and refined look of your floor. For more information, contact our customer service. We will be pleased to assist you with completing your project.